Today on Puddin's Fab Shop, we're going to brace up this old jalopy so we can cut out some rust on it. Let's get started. So before we put these bars in here, I want to take a time and talk about doing some pre-measurements. Me replacing the whole floor, my floor comes in several different pieces. Each floor pan separate, the floor structure that welds to the floor pans are separate, the trans tunnel's a couple pieces, the rear pan's its own piece. Through all that, there's about 8 different holes I'm gonna be responsible for making sure ends up in a correct location so that this thing will bolt back to the car. It's gonna be a lot of work. So spend the time, even if it takes you an hour to get in there and measure, find as many reference measurements as you can or as it takes you for you to feel comfortable to move on before you get all those bars in your way. We won't get too detailed into it, but just here for the floor itself, I got 2 pages of different measurements to all those holes. That way I'm fairly confident they're going to end up right back where they need to go. Even the frame itself, Chris come picked it up the other day before he took it. I spent some time out here and off the mounts of it, I took measurements for that frame. So I have a little blueprint for it and now 2 for this. So just hopefully that'll help someone. Don't just get in there and start cutting crap out. Get you some good measurements and then we'll go ahead and proceed with bracing this thing up. That way we don't have to work around those. So here's the situation. Both floor pans are going to be replaced. Trans tunnel's going in. We're tunneling the car back because he's going to lower it so much. And we're going to have to cut out most of this. Rear pan may be good. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Probably just replace it too since we're here. But we need to get this thing braced up before we can start cutting out any of this. So I think across the bottom doorpost, we'll do a piece down there. We'll do one across kind of midway up this doorpost up here on each side. And then I need to find a way to cross brace it somehow where it'll be plenty strong, but I can still get in here and work and not have to fight around it too much. That'll be the first thing we're doing on this car, so let's get to cut some metal, getting it in here. Just using a 36 grit 2-inch roll lock to get this primer off, give me a place to be able to tack to. Well, I got this side to match. Between this 11 gauge, the rockers, the roof and everything, I think we got plenty of strength as far as holding all this up once we take the floor out. What I'm worried about now is getting some stability in there for left to right. We need to get some crossbars in there. I'm gonna keep them up on these top ones, that way it gives me that little bit of room to work underneath there when I'm putting the floor back in this thing. And we'll just start by getting those in. I'll see how it looks from there and see if I want to add anything else. That's better. Well, that's it for bracing up this car. Next we'll be cutting out the floor pans. I'm gonna make that a separate video. I realize this one's short and sweet. If you like the shorter videos, let me know. If you prefer them to be longer like I usually make them, let me know. I'm open to feedback on that. So be sure to subscribe. Leave me some comments down below. Go over to Instagram, give me a follow on there, puddinsfabshop. And I'll see you guys in the next video where we'll cut the floors out of this thing.